God save the King!
Kate has historically spoken respectfully about Diana, emphasizing her compassion and charitable impact. But such comments are typically general and not directed at Meghan or Harry. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan have also referenced Diana's legacy in their work, like through the Invictus Games or Meghan's philanthropy. Without direct conflict, any displeasure seems to be media-driven narrative rather than based on explicit actions or words from Kate. Since your query references Kate Middleton discussing Princess Diana in a way that might displease Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, I'll dive deeper into recent instances where Kate has mentioned or paid tribute to Diana, focusing on any potential implications for Meghan and Harry. I'll also address the broader context of their relationships and media narratives, using available information to provide a comprehensive view. Kate Middleton's recent tributes to Princess Diana. Kate Middleton has made subtle but significant nods to Princess Diana, particularly through her public appearances and charitable work, which some media outlets interpret as positioning her as Diana's successor in terms of public affection and legacy. Here are key examples from 2025. 1. Commonwealth Day 2025, March 11, 2025. Kate attended the Commonwealth Day service at Westminster Abbey, a significant event for the British royal family. She wore a pearl choker necklace previously worn by both Queen Elizabeth II and Princess Diana, notably during Diana's 1982 visit to the Netherlands and a 1995 charity event. This choice was widely reported as a deliberate tribute to Diana, emphasizing Kate's connection to royal history and her role as a unifying figure within the monarchy. Media coverage, such as an article from e-notices.cat, noted that Kate's appearance eclipsed attention on Meghan Markle's Netflix docuseries With Love, Meghan, which premiered around the same time. The article suggested Kate's style and historical references drew focus back to the royal family, potentially overshadowing Meghan's media efforts. While Kate made no direct statement about Diana, the symbolic gesture of wearing her jewelry was interpreted as reinforcing her alignment with Diana's legacy. 2. Charitable work and public persona. After her cancer remission announcement in 2024, Kate has been described as stepping into Diana's legacy with renewed vigor, focusing on impactful charity work, such as mental health advocacy and early childhood development. A Times of India article, April 24, 2025, framed this as Kate becoming the next People's Princess, a title closely associated with Diana. The article contrasted Kate's approach with Meghan's entrepreneurial ventures in the US, like her lifestyle brand as ever, suggesting a quiet competition over Diana's legacy. It quoted royal insiders saying, "Kate is showing Meghan how a royal should conduct herself," implying a subtle critique of Meghan's non-traditional path. This narrative doesn't stem from Kate's explicit statements but from media interpretations of her actions, which emphasize her alignment with Diana's compassionate, public-facing role. 3. Fashion and jewelry tributes. Kate frequently honors Diana through her wardrobe, such as wearing Diana's sapphire engagement ring and the lover's knot tiara at state occasions. A CNN article, August 31, 2022, detailed how both Kate and Meghan pay tribute to Diana through fashion. But Kate's choices, like the pearl choker, are often seen as more traditional and tied to royal continuity. These tributes are not inherently critical of Meghan or Harry, but media framing sometimes pits them against Meghan's more modern, American-style tributes, e.g. wearing Diana's Cartier tennis bracelet during her 2021 Oprah interview. Potential impact on Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. There's no direct evidence of Kate making statements about Diana that explicitly target Meghan or Harry. However, media narratives and public perception often amplify perceived tensions, especially given the strained relationship between the Waleses and the Sussexes. Here's how Kate's tributes to Diana might be interpreted as displeasing Meghan and Harry. 1. Media-driven rivalry. Outlets like The Times of India and e-notices.cat suggest Kate's actions, e.g. wearing Diana's jewellery, focusing on charity, position her as the primary inheritor of Diana's legacy, potentially marginalising Meghan's efforts to connect with Diana's memory. For instance, Meghan has referenced Diana in her philanthropy and wore her jewellery during key moments, like the 2018 Fashion Awards. The media's framing of Kate, pulling ahead, could be seen as dismissive of Meghan's contributions, which might frustrate her and Harry. Harry, in particular, has been vocal about protecting his mother's legacy, as seen in his 2025 lawsuit settlement against the Sun for unlawful intrusion into his and Diana's private lives. The absence of Meghan in the apology statement, despite her inclusion in the lawsuit, was noted by Newsweek, January 22, 2025, suggesting she's less associated with Diana's legacy in public discourse, which could sting given Harry's emphasis on Diana's influence. 2. Contrasting paths. Kate's traditional approach, remaining within the royal fold, focusing on duty, and subtly honouring Diana through royal symbols, contrasts with Meghan and Harry's independent, media-driven path in the US. The Times of India article highlighted Meghan's focus on ventures like her Netflix show and podcast, which some royal insiders view as less aligned with Diana's humanitarian focus. This contrast might be perceived as Kate implicitly critiquing Meghan's choices by embodying a more royal connection to Diana. Harry's memoir Spare, 2023, detailed his struggles with the spare role and his rift with William, partly over Meghan's treatment within the royal family. Kate's public success and alignment with Diana's legacy could exacerbate Harry's feelings of being sidelined, especially if media portrays Kate as the true heir to Diana's mantle. 3. Family tensions. Reports from Hindustan Times, October 5, 2024, and GB News, November 6, 2024, suggest ongoing friction, with Meghan reportedly having major issues with Kate, partly blaming her for their 2020 exit from royal duties, while Kate has reportedly tried to play peacemaker, e.g. reaching out after Harry's birthday in 2024. Her high-profile tributes to Diana might be seen by Meghan as reinforcing the royal institution's narrative, which the Sussexes have criticised. A Times of India report, January 25, 2025, noted Kate's desire to mend the rift, hoping a US-based Royal Foundation charity event could bring the couples together. However, if Kate's actions are perceived as overshadowing Meghan's projects, this could complicate reconciliation efforts. Broader context and media role. The perceived displeasure likely stems more from media amplification than from Kate's intentions. Tabloids and royal commentators often frame Kate and Meghan as opposites, Kate as the dutiful royal, Meghan as the rebellious outsider, echoing historical comparisons with Diana, who was both a royal icon and a critic of the monarchy. A Vox article, March 22, 2024, noted that Kate and Meghan symbolize different responses to Diana's legacy. Kate as keep calm and carry on, Meghan as embracing Diana's Californian inclinations. This framing fuels speculation of rivalry, even when direct evidence is absent. Kate's silence. Kate rarely speaks publicly about Meghan, Harry, or Diana in detail. Her comments about Diana, like those in her 2010 engagement interview, are positive and focus on Diana's compassion, e.g., she was an inspirational woman. These are unlikely to be intentionally provocative but gain weight through media spin. Meghan and Harry's perspective. Harry has said Diana would have been best friends with Meghan, and both have honoured Diana through their work, e.g. the Invictus Games. Meghan's philanthropy. Any sense of displeasure might arise from feeling their connection to Diana is undervalued compared to Kate's. Public and media lens. Social media and tabloids amplify small gestures, like Kate's jewelry choices, into narratives of competition. For example, the TikTok video comparing Kate and Meghan's engagement interview comments about Diana, Newsweek. April 4, 2023, went viral, highlighting public fascination with the dynamic. Critical analysis. While media reports suggest Kate's tributes to Diana might displease Meghan and Harry, there's no concrete evidence of Kate making statements or actions explicitly aimed at them. The displeasure seems to be a media construct, rooted in the Sussex strained relationship with the royal family, as detailed in Spare and the 2021 Oprah interview. The competitive framing of Kate and Meghan's public roles, with Kate's traditionalism contrasted against Meghan's independence. The emotional weight of Diana's legacy, which both couples seek to honor but in different ways. If Meghan and Harry feel overshadowed, it's likely due to the media's tendency to elevate Kate's actions, e.g. wearing Diana's necklace, as more royal or authentic, rather than any direct slight from Kate. However, given their sensitivity to royal narratives, evident in their lawsuits and public statements, they might perceive Kate's prominence as reinforcing the institution they've distanced themselves from.